Hello guys, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator number 2. Episode 3 I think we are meanwhile. What we have in front of us is RMD 6. That's the first one of our trucks that we're gonna drive. In the first episode we sort of went over the map evolution over time. And I also showcased all these trucks that we have sitting. We bought all of them brand new for the year 2026. We sold everything else, we fired all our drivers. So I thought let's start with this one. Reason being that's the lowest horsepower we have in our fleet, I think. 11 liter engine, 450 horsepower in the DAF XD. That's what we're driving. And we put a insulated trailer behind it, which means we can carry some stuff which needs to be a little bit cool. Not refrigerated, those are frozen products, but these are things which need to be cool, usually some fruit or something like that. We are in Liège, Belgium. That's where garage number 2 is. So let's see what is available in the either external contract market or the cargo market, one of those two. We have a trailer, then we are using one of these two. We'll see what is available around here. We don't want to drive necessarily too far. Somewhere 200-300 kilometers maximum. Then we can switch it up again and something like that. Roscoff, what is that? That's already 800 kilometers. Cologne. Birmingham, how far is that? Also pretty far for our first trip. Okay, external market. Let's have a look on the cargo market. Click on Liège and see what is available there. Dover, take a little bit of a ferry to the UK with some medical vaccines. That is an option. 30,000 euros, 87 euros per kilometer. That's not a bad price. Let's take that. Well, I say take that. Set a GPS and pick it up is the idea. If I remember how everything worked again. We are sitting pretty far off, I just noticed, so press F4. Let's see if we put ourselves a little bit closer. Not too far either, because otherwise we can't see our mirrors. Okay. This thing is very loud as well. Yeah, we have been messing with the audio the other day. I've also been messing with this thing here to get a bit more FPS. Oh yeah, I see why. Our truck engine is still at 70%. We have set that at 40 the other day. And the turbo at 50, I think, because it was a bit loud when we were driving. And then the other thing, where is the window noise? Is that also in here? Because that could also, once you open your window, yeah, here. Opened windows noise. Enables additional noise of the air. Let's not do that. Because sometimes if you do that, you get really extra noise available. Okay, off we go. No, not off we go. Are you kidding me, game? Don't tell me I have to do this again. Okay. We just had to select our controller. Let's see. Get a better GPS. 1 or 2? Probably 1. We have our own trailer, that means that you have to drive in here. I forgot about that. What did we do? Cargo or external? I think we did cargo. Set the GPS to this thing. Yep, take the job. Where do we need to be, mate? Trying to figure out what my buttons are again on my cameras. On the wheel. We have our wheel in advanced mode, so we have 21 buttons all around. I don't know which is which. Parking should be that one. Okay. Engine, that should be this one. Load it up sometime. Okay, let's see. Medical vaccines from Liège to Dover. We have 7 hours remaining. And what is the estimated time? 6 hours and 21 minutes. So we don't have much room for shenanigans. Only 40 minutes. So off we go. Around a little bit with the keyboard in our previous episodes. It's definitely way easier to drive with the wheel though. Let's put the window open. A bit too much to the right to my liking, so I'm gonna change that quickly. I'm gonna put ourselves a little bit to the left. I don't know why we are sitting so much to the right. Did we mess with that button? Probably. They're reworking the Benelux. We know Antwerp is going to come for Belgium and Eindhoven for Holland, extra cities on the map. So if we could get a garage in Antwerp, then I'd probably make that my headquarters, because that's closer to IRL where I live. I'm living a little bit east of Antwerp, but seeing that at the moment in this game only Brussels and Liège are on this map in Belgium, so that's why I have my garages in Brussels and Liège. Brussels, Luxembourg. Lets me in. Very nice of him. We know we're going to Dover, so we need to go to Lille, Calais, and then we can choose to take the boat or the train. Both options are available, and they both go to Dover. So it doesn't matter much which you take. GPS is going to send you to the fastest way or the shortest way, depending what you put in the settings. But once you get a bit familiar with Europe, for those who are not familiar with Europe, you don't follow the GPS much in this game. Just look at the billboards, you know where you're going. You start getting, after a while playing the game, you sort of know the routes, and or at least the global overhaul. You know, if you go to Warsaw in Poland, that you don't have to go westwards from Belgium, then you have to go eastwards, otherwise you will never get there. Rotterdam, Lille and Reims. If we follow Lille, we should be fine, and from Lille we go to Calais. So you just look at the billboards on top, then you can change lane in time, then you don't have any problems with the game only telling you like the last second that you have to change the lane. That's what it usually does. mapped the cruise control on my wheel, and I've also mapped the resume button on the wheel. So that was handy there. Coming out of that corner there onto the highway. We just put up the extra noise. This thing is very loud, at least in my headsets. I don't know how it is on video, we will see later, because it's too loud on the video as well. I'm definitely changing that. Just put the engine on 40% volume. And especially with revving up the hill. He's suffering, our boy. Going into France. Pressing F1 will tell you what the limits are. As you can see, pretty much the same as in Belgium. Trucks can do 90 kilometers an hour in France and in Belgium. Germany and Austria and so it's only 80. I think most of the game is 80 actually. Only in Belgium and France that's not the case. I think we need to exit here. Yeah, we're just gonna follow Lille till we see Calais. Lille and Paris it says. It is possible that this is not. Yep. 780 euros. I'm just about to say it is possible that this is an 80 road because the expressways were only 80, I believe. Which means we can do 84. Put the new GPS on 84. We have a 5 km/h tolerance in the settings. That means if we do 85, we will get speeding tickets. But if we do 84, we will not. That's within the 5 km tolerance. But I kind of figured it was something like this. Only 2 lanes to Calais and Reims by the looks of it. That's sort of how the billboards go. If you have 2 arrows down, then you have the 2 left lanes, and the other one is an exit. If you're not familiar with European billboards, that's how it works. You look for the arrows on the billboards. If there are 3, then you can use 3 lanes in that direction. If there are only 2 arrows, then you can only use 2. Let's see, we're in France. I'm assuming we're gonna have to pay some toll somewhere. See, we're going over the highways and the expressways in France. You usually have to pay toll. Although we immediately went up the highway though, after the border. This is not highway, this is the expressway where you can do 80. And we were still doing 90, so we got fined for 800 euros. But that's okay. After firing all our drivers and selling all their trucks and our trucks, and we ended up at 800 million. So we can afford 800 fine. Vale, straight ahead. Tunnel d'Angleterre, I think the billboard said. That means the tunnel to England. So we can take that if the tunnel is closer than the boat. That's an option. We're gonna have to pay anyway, whether we take the boat or the train. Probably have to look on the map. Direction is the boat and which is the train. The game is gonna short us. Holy moly, what's going on here? Well, while we are here, let's have a look. Oh, the train was over here. Oh no, we can take the train. We can take the train if we go right here. What is also a thing I just realized after playing on the keyboard the other day, or breaking into intensity, which we had put like on 115 or whatever it was. Intensity, I can't even speak tonight. What's going on? 90 degrees, or percentage in this case. That should do fine. I don't think it matters much. Let me double check that, because it's very possible that there is actually in controls where when you have a wheel there might actually be a sensitivity or intensity meter over here for the brakes. No, there's only a dead zone slider. Brakes inverted, 10% dead zone. I don't want that though. 10% dead zone, then we can sort of rest our foot on that brake pedal without braking. It's pretty sensitive. If you put it on 0 dead zone, you put your left foot on the brake while you're driving, then you might actually slow down. Geez, the traffic lights are long here. But they're trying to make us come late, which is very possible. We only had 40 minutes. We have 3 hours and 12 remaining. And what's our ETA? Our ETA is 2 hours and 15. Let me check something. That's what I thought. I wanted to be here. That's what I thought he was doing. Couldn't remember going over some country road to get to the boat. So GPS sending us back to the boat instead of the train. That's what it's trying to do. But we can't really turn around here unless we have a parking spot or something. We can't turn around here though. To make it a bit different, I want to take the boat. We're gonna, I mean the train, because the boat there are so many ferries on the game. That we can take a train, let's take the train. Put on some lights. Let's smash ourselves in there. Seem to be good in 2026 in the detours, that's for sure. In the previous episode we also did quite some detours. cars. This is for trucks. Folkestone and then to Drover, that's fine. Also haven't set on is my front and roof auxiliaries. On the wrong side of the road, at least for us. Which is always a bit adjusting in your mind. Just in time, hit the brakes, I think. There is a camera here somewhere. Again, what is the speed here? 50? 30 miles an hour. Billboard says 30 because, of course, we're in the UK, it's in miles an hour now. about 48 kilometers an hour. Yeah, it's a 30 mile an hour zone here. And we have speed cameras. Yep, there we go. Only a small one, 200. Red light again. Not again, eh? Not 3 times on the same light, eh? Yeah. Whatever. 3 fines in 1 trip. We're doing great otherwise. That's what happens if you have 800 million, you don't really care. In the beginning, as I showed you in episode 2, not making that much money. I think we made like 3,000 euros from our first trip yesterday. Proceed to the unloading area. Yes, please. We will do that. What? Doesn't that work with the outside camera or something? Not sure. Couldn't put my parking brake up by being outside for some reason. We have arrived. We're a bit late. That's of course because we didn't have much spare time. But it's all good, eh? We get 11,000 bonus because we are level 98. Proficiency bonus. We are getting 99 XP for ADR close 6, skill rank 6, fragile cargo, urgent delivery. We are getting a $3,000 fine though. And 100 XP for being late. That's of course because we did a little detour. It's not because we didn't driven to the boat that we only had a 40 minutes and we took one wrong exit where we had to turn around, and that's obviously 40 minutes. 3 minutes is about 1 hour in game. If you drive 3 minutes IRL, it took longer than 3 minutes on that road, so that's why we were late probably. All good. All good. Is there anything we need to do here in town? No, not yet, because they haven't. Yeah, you could of course drive around and to make all these grey things yellow if you want, but that doesn't matter because they're gonna overhaul the whole UK anyway. After they're doing Benelux, they will go to the UK. They did Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. Now they're doing Benelux, and then they will go to the UK because those parts were the oldest. So they're sort of bringing them up to date with the latest, let's say. Same here, like, yeah, you see. They have been messing around here in the north of France as well because according to this thing, we haven't been here. we took that boat many times over there. Just like the train was also grey, I think. So yeah, they made some small map changes probably, which made it grey again. What is this over here? Oh, that's the train. That's where we're coming from. Nothing to be explored, or no new photo moments or something, because that is what we're mainly also on this main account are missing. Yeah, like you see here, we have a photo moment here, which probably means we have to drive to here and then go into photo mode and see whatever this is. Probably some huge building that you can take a picture from there, because obviously we can't drive here, there are no roads here. There is a photo moment here, I see that. Other than that, we could also see what is available in the cargo market, preferably in Dover, that's where we are. Birmingham, what is this place here? Grimsby. If we can get something there, we could take a ferry to Denmark or something. Oh, there we go. Okay, what is going on here? The trip is 5 hours. It's Friday 11 PM. And we have till Saturday 11 AM to deliver it. So we have 12 hours to deliver it, and the trip is 5 hours. So we can do potentially a little detour. Let's set the GPS. Let's pick it up first and then see where it goes, because I think we can go through London to pick up this thing here, whatever this is. Take this picture. And then, yeah, we have to go anyway over that road here to Grimsby. Let's first pick up our thing, whatever it is. Off we go. Oh, let's see. Didn't I set the GPS? Cargo market? No, it's not cargo market. What are you talking about? Yes, it is. It's cargo market. I clicked here. Yeah, I set the GPS. Game is acting weird. Unless it's on this company. That's also possible. I don't see my GPS on the street, so it's probably here. Oh yeah, it is here. Dover to Grimsby. Yep, take the job. Of course it's not here. Of course it's there. Be a bit sharp, I think. Load it up. What are we picking up? What was it? Oh, yeah, actually, your trailer is ready. We are medical equipment. We have this time with us 5 tons. That's good. That's not too much. That's what we want. Okay. Next thing we want is adjust our GPS of it. We want to capture that photo moment here, wherever it is. I'm assuming that we can sort of stop here somewhere and take a look on what this is. It's not too much of a detour when we take the highway here or go through London. It's all fine. Trip time is 5 hours and 44 minutes. We only extended it with 10 minutes, so good enough. Let's go. Does this? Oh, it's I have it up. That's stupid. I need to change it. We need to change those middle buttons. Let's do that while we're on the light here. Those two need to change. What is that? One of those cameras. Interior, head down. Head down needs to be interior camera. Let's head down. And what is this then? What? Head down is interior, head up is that one. Okay. But you didn't do it though, you did it the other way. Announcing speed cameras again. Oh my goodness. We just left the place. Little DAF XD is suffering here on the hills with his 450 horsepower. It's only an 11 liter. That's also the lowest in the game. Oh, and now we have a cop car next to us as well. Wonderful. Dover, London. I'll put my GPS on mode 2 though. So we can sort of see what is going on. We need London, and then afterwards we need Grimsby, which is in the direction of Newcastle, but oh, bloody rain as well. Wipers, I don't know what my wipers are. This button, I think, yeah. How is it when we have the rain possibility on 5% that we're already in our second trip we're gonna get rain here? We have some time. I think it was a 5-hour trip or something, or 7-hour, but we had 12 hours time, so don't need to rush it, but still. We're good on fuel. All our trucks are obviously filled up, so we see we just bought a new another police car. Just gonna stay here. The GPS did not tell me to change the lane, so probably stay in this one then, because probably a few hundred meters next there is an exit or something, and then you're on the wrong lane again. We know that. Especially the last 2 episodes, we seem to be very good in missing exits or taking the wrong one. Oh, that was my own fault, of course, because I looked on the map to see where the train was. What I did not do was actually put a waypoint there. The M6? No. We don't want that, we just want to go straight. Here, you see, now he tells me to come over to the middle lane. So it's like, it's assuming that you take the slow lane on the outside. Is this guy brake checking me, or what is he doing here? London already? Then we need to pay attention. So we need to take a screenshot somewhere, which means you need to stop outside camera and put the photo mode on to be able to do that. This can't be London yet though. Next town, maybe. Oh my god. 53 kilometers an hour. Where you can only do 48. Yeah, that's 5 kilometers, I guess. Seems to be the lowest that you can get is 200 euros by the looks of it. That's also one I need to change. If the lights and the cameras on the D-pads, I have 2 D-pads, but that's what happened. Quick look on the map. It's on the next roundabout somewhere that we need to take that picture. Supposed to that apparently. The city of London we are supposed to grab, but we can't drive in it apparently. But it's yellow, I think it's okay actually. Photo trophy captured. Yep, okay, it's good. capture, I think, so. We can go to Grimsby. DAF is behaving pretty good though, although we only have a 450 horsepower. Just on the ramps to go on the exit is sometimes suffering a bit, but other than that, before you know it, you're over 100 km an hour. So. Of course, it is one of the latest 11-liter engines because this thing is still available. Pretty new one. 2022 truck, I think, this one. Release, that is. What we got here? Cambridge. Do we need that? Probably not. Probably gonna tell us the last second that we need to change lanes. Get out of the way with your Land Rover, mates. Services. That's one thing where I haven't figured out yet. Which of these blue things on our dashboard is actually our fuel meter? Not the right blue one, because that's our RPM meter. Maybe the one on the left. Not the one on the top, because the temperature, I think. Oh, that's the speed, RPM. I have no idea. No idea. This thing. This thing does not seem to have a fuel gauge for some reason. I have to play with the dashboard modes, I guess, to find it. One of these things has got to be fuel. Happy with these cameras either though. What is going on with these teeth? Let's put ourselves a bit more to the left and then rotate our head a little bit. And then while we're at it, also change that camera on the left, because for some reason that's not far enough. And the convex as well. Okay. like I was sitting the whole time in the middle of the road, while you just want to sit a little bit left of the middle of my lane. I mean, not of the road, but that's better. Cameras again. I don't know what the speed was. Seemed to be good. Still road works. Slightly getting light. Yeah, that's the problem if you use your in-game GPS of your dashboard and not the F3 one. And the problem is you have no idea about time or ETA or whatever, because that's on that screen. We always have to press an outside camera because I have put that GPS on the outside. 1 hour and 56 minutes, we have time to get there. And it's 126 kilometers, that should be fine. Although, gotta be sharp though. Do about an hour in 5 minutes, I think, IRL. We have 1 hour and a half to get there, so that's like 7 minutes and a half. We only had 3 hours to get there. Ramp tourists. For those who know what that means. As in real life, police car on the other side of the road, they slow down. It's what we call ramp tourists, you know, when there's a ramp, a disaster, big accident, something like that. And people are like behaving like slowing down and looking what is happening there, and then they don't see what's going on the road, and then they're driving the guy in front of them or some bullshit. Up he brakes again. Jesus Christ. The AI is driving sort of like in real life. Like in Spain and in Turkey they drive a bit crazy. Also in this game, in Spain and Turkey they drive a bit crazy. You're considered like some decent drivers in a European country, then also in this game, in that country, the AI drives pretty okay. Grimsby, that's probably our exit. What did my company messages say? As one of my drivers leveled up? How is that even a thing? I fired all my drivers. Game is a little bit behind, I think. sun is rising. Drove all the night, pretty much. Well, probably some part on the train as well. Police was not awake yet, I think. But police car did not find us, although we were doing 88 in an 80 zone. Or maybe they find we already paid enough speeding tickets today. I think we're good on fuel, but I don't know, because I haven't figured out where the fuel gauge on this DAF is. I went through the modes the other day. It showed me oil temperature and stuff like that, but boys are suffering in front of us. 300 horsepower engine in there, probably. Going? I have no idea. We're carrying medical equipment. Well, there are no hospitals in this game as far as I know, so we only have companies, so what company does medical equipment? Grimsby. Proceed to the unloading area. Oh my god. Jesus. That was close. Maybe we need to put it back on 100%. Gameplay braking intensity. Let's put it 95 maybe. Yeah, if we would have put it lower here, some people for the like realistic feeling they put on like 25 or 30%, then we would have not made it. Oh my goodness. Very sharp again. We'll fiddle it in. There we go. Here is your medical equipment. No fine this time. Nope, 24,000 bucks. Thank you very much, we'll take it. Now I'm not sure. Cargo market. Esjberg. Let's see if there is anything here which goes somewhere towards... But yeah, the problem is if we have to drive there, take the boat, that's gonna fast forward us a couple of hours. Let's drive there and see if we can pick up something going back towards Belgium. Well, let's do that. World map. The boat is here, so... Let's see, is there anything we need to discover here immediately? No. There's a gas station there as well. Let's go to the gas station. What is that, 700 kilometers? Yeah. But most of it is on the boat though. Right, the next thing we need to figure out is where is our... Where is the fuel gauge in this thing here? 1.3. That's not. The left top is not a fuel gauge. That blue line, that's like temperature of the oil or something, or of the engine in general. The right is RPM meter, the left is the speedometer. Okay. Mode number 1 on our dashboard. That's a bunch of numbers, that's probably cruise control. 880 kilometers we've done with this truck. Uh, 880 kilometers. This is the air pressure. Oh, I think I see in this screen, I think on the bottom, I think it says 52% fuel. Is that what it says? Coolant temperature. Trip 1 distance. Originated. Okay. So on the bottom, under our RPM meter, we have a fuel pump thing and it says 52%. So we know we sort of have half. So we don't have a meter or something, it's just a percentage. That's very annoying. Okay. Let's go to Denmark. Let's see what we can find there. How long are we going? 1 hour and a half. Yeah, we'll just drive to Denmark. What a friendly guy. He let us in. We have it on 95% and we're still... If we hit the brakes, we smash it hard. What does it say? 21 hours, 750 kilometers. Okay. But obviously... The boat is right here. We're gonna take that ferry, and it's not far driving in Denmark either. So from those 700 kilometers, there's probably 650 which are on the boat. That would be my guess. Just hit the brakes in time, I guess. It feels like we're sitting again in the middle. We already put ourselves more to the left and we already rotated our head to the right, but we still have a feeling like I'm sitting in the middle of my truck here, instead of on the driving. And that camera should be here, like, sort of. Plus 50 XP for 100 kilometer of free road. Was that 100 kilometers? Where's the harbor? Should be here somewhere though. The boat was not that far. Or were we not paying attention again? What's the speed here? I don't know. I can't see that. Probably 70 or something. 60 miles an hour? What is it here? Expressways 80. Oh. 50. Okay. 50 miles an hour. That is about 80 kilometers an hour, so that's fine. Then we can do 84 without the cameras going up. On the highway we can do 60 miles an hour, which is 97 kilometers an hour, is actually the most of the whole map, I think. Belgian France is 90, but UK is 97. Yeah, that camera is bothering me. We're sitting too much in the middle to my liking. Okay, I need that camera here. We need to put ourselves more to the right. And then rotate that head probably. Is that better? That we're more behind the wheel? Well, it's gonna be the same, I think. That's better. The water, so Harbour is here somewhere. But all in all, couple of speeding tickets, but no fines, no accidents. So we did pretty okay. Though we were smashing that trailer there. could go to Rotterdam. That's also an option. Or we can go to Denmark. Rotterdam is closer to Belgium, of course. But that's just a highway straight down then. Or we can go to there. We could of course always bring our trucks over. But we I want to sort of do a trip. Go back home. And then pick up another truck for the other episode, sort of. That's the idea. So let's go to Denmark. Driving on the right side here now. If I can figure out where to get out of here. Is this gate open? No. The other one probably. This is gonna open. Oh, here, Jeff here. Jeff. We need to ask Jeff for permission. I think. Oh, oh no, there's one open. No gate. No security. Just drive on. Kilometers. Let's see what it says here. 45%, yeah, it's in percentage. $179? Jeez, Nelly. We're paying $139 in our own gas station. The tank is full already. Okay, now let's see if it says 100%. Now it says 100%, yeah. It's like this little 100% fuel. Under that blue line on the right, that's the RPM meter. Just below it, it says it's like a little fuel pump thing with a percentage next to it. That's the only indication you have how much fuel you have in your... What is the time? Sunday, 3 in the morning. Okay. In that case... Can we get a sleep here? Oh, we can get a sleep there. Okay, let's do that then. Otherwise we're gonna drive through the whole night again. This. Well, good night. There we go. Little sleep, 9 hours. Okay, well, let's see. Anybody working here on a Sunday? Apparently they do. To Kiel, Copenhagen, Travemünde, Rostock, Bremen, Hamburg. Potentially, that's already more in direction we need to be. Okay, let's take that Hamburg thing. Sunday, we have 6 hours to get there. 4 hours and a half trip. Pretty short trip actually. And most of it will be highway, more than likely. Okay, let's take that one. Probably have to drive back to the harbor to pick up our thing. 10 kilometers to pick up our thing. Definitely not on the harbor then. What are you doing, mate? Yard we haven't been yet. Okay, cargo market I think we were, or do we were external? No, Hamburg. Probably in the corner. Let's see with the sunshine. Good enough, or do we have too much room on the right? F6. Let's enable this one that we can see what's going on. Still doesn't want to give it to us. We'll put it all the way in the corner there. Load it up, please. What? Your trailer is ready? This thing with us or not? Yeah, 17 tons of chicken meat. That's quite a lot actually for a port. Well, as long as we are under 20 tons, it should be fine, I think. Denmark mandatory lights. We have our lights on. many kilometers is it? 278. Change one thing. That engine is really a bit too loud to my liking in that DAB here. Truck, what is it? Truck engine itself or exhaust? It could be the exhaust as well though. Let's put a turbo at 35% or so. The rest is okay, I think. Bit of a combination, I think. Just normal engine sound, turbo sounds, and exhaust as well. And then that window, although we reduced that, I think I unchecked that. You can still hear it actually. Should not give us extra noise. Oh, here they go. Here we go again. See a police car. I'm gonna brake everything here. Boom. Going straight or right? Straight. No, we are not. We're going that way.
The GPS is also not a fan of.
I'm gonna put it on 2, I think. Then we can see where we're going. Brake checking us here like the whole day already. Hamburg. I'm assuming that's Hamburg in Danish. Hamburg. 209 kilometers. Should be about 5 to 10 minutes in real life. Gonna have to drive 90 or 95 to get over as a stupid bus. Then come in front of us probably. Then brake check us. please. €700. Because of course, just before we get to that police car, there is like a speed switch. Suddenly we can do only 70. But we have the GPS on, so it is what it is. Yeah, and that was just for that little bit here. I'm assuming that was the border. Yeah, we're in Germany. So 84 on the GPS. So we cannot get any points anymore. Until there are suddenly roadworks or something, and then it's suddenly 50 kilometers an hour and we're still going 84. Yeah, we paid quite some points today, and we were not even... It's not like we're flooring it, eh? Not like we're doing 115 or something. We're just getting these stupid fines which are like... We can do 84 and then we arrive there. And just on that point where the police car, there is like a sign where, hey, approaching the border, we can suddenly do 70 only. And that's of course where the police car is standing. Although he was keeping some people back over there. Somehow he managed to get us a fine too. Getting digitally fined. But it doesn't matter if they're on the road or not. Now they were standing next to the road, but they can also just pass you, and that's the same. They will give you a fine, even if they come in the other lane opposite. If they're opposite traffic, it's the same. Kiel. In Germany, you always have to be. You have these double exits here on the Germany. Yeah? So if you need like the second one, you actually need to go right here. But sometimes we miss those. Like if you go up the exit here, the first one is an exit, but also there is a second one on the other side. And that's that cloverleaf thing, you already have to take that exit that we just passed. If you're here, I can't go to the right anymore now. Wouldn't be the first time that we miss one of those. So yeah, we need one of these. It's like... We're in Germany already. The first big city we're going to encounter is Hamburg. 69 kilometers to go. That's not many. One of the next exits is ours. Police car across the street. Changing lane, he says. Yeah, not letting me in, these bastards here. Okay, time to go back here, yeah, stupid game. Yeah, that lane assisting or whatever that GPS is doing sometimes. Gives you the green arrows to change the lane. You change the lane, and then it sort of goes from 3 to 2 lanes. They're trying to make you do stupid things. You know? We need to do Germany anyway, because I haven't driven here much after they reworked that. We did some trip from north to south or something, but not specifically driving around here. At some point we had 99.9% of the map, but with all the reworks and DLCs. That is something definitely what we will do in the series. Try to get some new roads going. Once we're done with all of that, then we probably buy the Nordic Horizon, which I still need to buy. But let's first get some of the other roads done. Bought the West Balkans 2 years ago, and I think I've driven like once or twice on there, and then the same with Greece. So let's do those first. We have here one of these situations here. Definitely need the next exit. I don't know if it's the first one or the second one, but we have to go off here or we can't give up again. Pretty sure. Which is not always very clear. Yeah, if you go into town, you want to put your GPS on 1, I think. I'm not sure we took the right one though. Not sure at all. No. We should not have gone up. Because it was 69 and now it's 77 again. So we have to go around, I think. From the other side in the city, probably. Like here, it's not very clear anymore nowadays. I think we got right, but very hard to see on these it doesn't need reworked maps. The GPS is very weird about it. If you put it on zoom 1 it's fine, but then sometimes you don't see like these double exits, you see it too late. It's very possible we need to go here. And that's where I'd rather have the second one. Yeah, so you see, we need to go up here somewhere. The next one probably. Next one is Hamburg. Yeah. last second it tells you to change lane. Oh, here we have the cops again, yeah. Then we have another one next to us. Trying to find us. Messed a little bit around with the graphic settings, which is definitely better. Like in the UK we had over 100, I think. Playing 2K. Because I noticed yesterday in or whenever I was recording the episode 2, when we had our Innsbruck and then we drove to Nuremberg and so it was not very optimized there. That's of course because of the rework is probably the most up-to-date graphics thing. But something was costing a lot of, I think it was vegetation or something, which was costing a lot of. That rework mostly means is that it's a lot of strange maneuvering. Where do you want us, mate? Somewhere in the back there, apparently. Next to this rather. Seems to be the case. We're in time this time. Now, of course, the question is, do we need to travel to home or Yeah, we started here in Liège. But that you need to be lucky. Well, we have a Cologne, which is not that far. Which is 300 kilometers. How long are we going? 2 hours 15 minutes. We might have to travel. Let's do that. Let's go world map. Navigation. Quick travel. Quick travel to Liège. What is it costing us? 670. We're not home yet though. Repair shop. Okay, where's our garage here? From the repair shop. It's not even in this part, I think. Nope. It's over there. Liège is divided into two places. You drove through the red light, my man. We just saw that. I'm thinking what we'll be driving next time. 450. Not 100% sure. Let me check my list actually. Drive the slowest truck first, and then we move upwards. So the last one we will drive will be the Volvo with 780 horsepower. What are you doing here, mate? Strange thing maneuvering, because he already drove through the red light in town, I think. Not from here, doesn't have Belgian license plates. Risk it. Let's go. I have to floor it though, because I need the next one. I think. Yeah. Home sweet home in our second garage at least. $139. That's 40 cents less than what we paid over there in Denmark. For 1 liter. Well, not important unless you're in that situation, as we were in episode 2, when you're a completely new player. Engine off. And we're back in Liège with our DAF XD 450. It did the job. As a matter of fact, we did a few jobs with it. Let's do F2. Let's do F3. Okay. Press the following key to rest. Yeah, sure, whatever. We will rest. Apparently we needed to rest. Oh, he keeps saying that. Okay, never mind. Let's see what we pick up for next time. Company driver manager. Let's see our trucks. So we have driven the 449 horsepower DAF XD. So I think the next one is the 520. So that's the Renault. Okay. So driver manager. Relocate ourselves in the Renault, which is also in this garage, I think. Yep, it is. Okay. Got the Renault. Truck manager. What is the Renault? The Renault is number 10. So we'll also put trailer number 10 on it. Use it. There we go. And that will be for next time. As for now, I will thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in episode number 4 with this combination here. The Renault T-Series with a dumper trailer. So we're probably gonna go a lot to the farms, picking up some wheat and barley and rye and all of those greens, because that's pretty much what this thing carries. And I will do a few trips, preferably in another direction than what we have driven today, of course. Today we mainly now what did we do? Liège to Dover. Dover to Grimsby over there, up north, and then we took the ferry to Esjberg. Picked up somewhere in Odense, I think we picked up a transport and went to Hamburg. Not somewhere on here. On our way out. Somewhere over there, I think. That on that Freya company, I think we picked it up and then went down to Hamburg, but I couldn't find anything which went back to Liège. So we travel there, but if you travel, then you travel to one of these repair shops, not necessarily to your garage. In this case, in Liège, they are separate. The repair shop is over here, and the garage is in the other part of town. It is what it is. Episode number 3, the DAF XD. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for watching.